Hello students, welcome back to our e-learning. Subject History. Standard 9. Lesson Empowerment of Women and Other Weaker Sections. Students, today we are going to learn family codes of 1984, trial involving alimony of 1985, the Commission of Sati, that is Sati Prevention Act, Protection of Human Rights Act, Reservation for Women, Scheduled Castes, Scheduled Tribes, and nomadic and denotified tribes. Family Codes 1984. Family Codes is an act to provide for the establishment of family. Codes with a view to promote peacemaking and secure speedy settlement of disputes relating to marriage and family affairs. So students, family codes of 1984 was a part of the trends of legal reforms concerning women, prevalence of gender-based laws, and oppressive social practices over centuries have denied justice basic on human rights to the Indian women. The main purpose for setting up this court was to take care or cases dealing with family matters away from the atmosphere of regular courts. So students, family courts were established to resolve conflicts arising out of differences within marriage and domestic problem, as well as issues such as alimony. Students, alimony means financial support that a person is ordered by a court to give to their spouse during separation or following divorce maintenance. Single parenthood. Students, single parenthood is a person who lives with a child and who does not have a spouse or live-in partner. Reasons for becoming a single parent include divorce, breakup, abandonment, death of the other parent, separation, care of children, and ownership, which are all related to the family situation. This family codes give priority to mutual understanding over witness and evidence and to counselors over lawyers. Emphasizes is on resolving issues quickly but justly. Trial involving alimony. Students, alimony refers to court ordered payments awarded to a spouse within a separation or divorce agreement. The reason behind it is to provide financial support to the spouse who makes a lower income or in some cases no income at all. So students, a fixed amount paid to a married woman for her upkeep by the husband who has divorced her is called alimony. In the case of Muhammad Ahmad Khan as Shah Banu Begum, the Supreme Court gave the verdict that Shah Banu Begum had the right to alimony. However, religious organizations protested vociferously. Vociferously means strongly against the verdict. As a result, the Muslim Women's Act, that is Protection of Rights on Divorce, was passed by Parliament. The Commission of Sati Act. Students, here the ancient tradition called Sati, wherein a widow would throw herself on her husband's pyre and burn to death, was initially a voluntary act, but it later became a forced practice. Although sati is now banned all over India. It has a dark history. Sati originally meant a woman who performed the act of immolating herself after her husband's death. The word is derived from the Sanskrit word asti, which means she is pure or true. According to ancient customs, Sati symbolized closure to a marriage. It was a voluntary act in which, as a sign of being a dutiful wife, a woman followed her husband to the afterlife. It was therefore considered to be the greatest form of devotion of a wife towards her dead husband. With time, it became a forced practice. Women who did not wish to die like this were forced to do so in different ways. Traditionally, a widow had no role to play in society and was considered a burden. So, if a woman had no surviving children who could support her, she was pressurized to accept sati. So students, on 4th September 1987, Roop Kanwar, a married woman, committed sati. She did not do this of her own free will. She was coerced. Coerced means forced into doing so. Committing sati, glorifying that is giving support. The practice of sati were all illegal acts. The women activists and journalists Meena Menon, Geeta Seshu, Sujata Anandan, Anu Joseph, and Kalpana Sharma investigated the case. In 1988, the government passed the Sati Prevention Act with very stringent means strict provisions. Protection of Human Rights Act. Students, this act called the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. It extends to the whole of India, provided that it shall apply to the state of Jammu and Kashmir only in so far as it pertains to the matters relatable to any of the entries enumerated in List 1 or List 3 in the 7th schedule to the Constitution as applicable to that state. It shall be deemed to have come into force on the 28th day of September 1993. So students, in 1993, this law was enacted to prevent injustice to men and women. The National Human Rights Commission was also formed for this purpose. In some states, the State Human Rights Commission was also formed on the same lines. This law, which deals with collective operation, the social conditions of divorced women, women and secure workplaces, played an effective role in mitigating. Mitigating means reducing injustice to women.